19th, and I am in my car and I am headed to campus. It is time to start a new school year. We begin classes on Thursday, but we have all of our welcome week stuff this week, and I've got to get all my paperwork ready for my classes. The sun is right behind me. Anyway, so we're gonna go to campus. So it's time for the welcome week faculty with new student picnic. We've got some hamburgers here, and we're over here eating with the faculty. The biology department is very trusting to leave these sitting here. They look pretty dang delicious. They eat better than we do. We got to find out why that is. Okay, so I'm back from the little luncheon, and I am finishing up my paperwork for my majors class. So just to give you an idea of what that entails, we've got, of course, the course syllabus, which is sort of the contract for the course. And then in my course syllabus, I give them a schedule for the entire semester with all the pertinent due dates on it. The other thing that I do is, because I first started teaching in the community college system, I like objective-based learning. So these are the unit objectives for the different units of material that we're going to do. Like, for example, this first one is about, or this one that I opened up to, is quantum mechanics, or quantum physics and relativity. So what this means is, the idea behind it was, it didn't matter whose class they had, they would still get the same content. And then, so I do all of my classes that way, so it's like your study guide. It doesn't matter what book I use. It doesn't matter where I teach the class. I'm going to cover these things because I think that's what's important, and I base that upon what they're going to need in the future, or if they're like in a class where they're going on and taking, say, the MCAT or the PCAT or something like that, like an entrance admissions test, things that I know that will be tested on those. Plus, like for my gen ed class, I want them to kind of get a sense of the awesomeness of science, I guess. And then in this case, we have weekly readings, so we've got a reading list here too. Then one of the things that my class kind of is the gatekeeper between their upper division and their lower division classes. So we talk about technical writing. So I found this really good style guide from MIT on technical writing. So I use that. And then also, and these are from, let me see, I found these from, I believe this person is from Clemson. They have some really good handouts on like how to prepare a nice lab report, or how to do error and propagation, which is really important because you don't know if an answer is valid until you've done the error analysis. Because, I'm within 5%. Well, 5% and you're aiming at the moon, you miss. 5%, or being off by 5% is relative to the experiment. Saying it's only so many parts per billion, well, that might be enough to kill somebody. So you have to put it in the context of the experiment, and that's what error analysis does. And then last but not least is my big packet of readings about science literacy and diversity, inclusion, and student resiliency. They read an article or two, they're pretty short, a week, and they respond to it in a reflective essay, and then we have some time in class where we discuss them. So it's a little different than your usual physics class, but I really enjoy it. And they're public scholars. They're scientists. I treat them like they're scientists, not like they're students. So at first they don't quite know what to think about that, but they seem to come around to it toward the end of the semester, or about halfway through. They kind of get the point. So anyway, so I am working on that. I'm going to take these down for copying in the office, and then I've got a little bit more time. I want to get home before too long because we're under a heat advisory today, and I want to make sure everybody's got plenty of water. Plus, I gave my dogs their rabies vaccinations yesterday, and I just want to make sure nobody's having any adverse. I gave everybody except Daffodil and Wally and Rhea, who protested mightily. They're indoor dogs most all the time. They don't stay out back when I'm not there, but I still want to make sure they have their rabies vax. So I'm going to have to figure something out there. Maybe when my vet comes later this year, I can get her to help me. The rest of them took them fine. But anyway, so we're going to get on with that. Okay, well, I'm home from work. I just pulled up in the yard. I'm going to go around and give everybody a cool drink of water since we're under a heat advisory this afternoon. And then I'm going to go inside and kick my shoes off and play with the dogs and give them a little bit of attention. And then we'll see what we do. I love these peppermint zinnias. They're so pretty. Just love the variegated flower. My spider lilies are blooming too. You got thirsty. Yeah, good cool water. You liking that swimming pool, Pen? Oh yes, we've discovered the joy of the swimming pool. Good way to cool off, isn't it? You're liking that good cool water, aren't you? Oh yes. You trying to tell me you don't want me to go to work anymore? You're laying on my book bag so I can't go anywhere? Yeah, you're a good boy. Well, as you can see, Baxter is here supervising my evening's crocheting. And I've got the feet made for my little otter. I still need to make the arms. I kind of got distracted by some other things this evening. I had every intention of finishing it. Oh, does that feel good, buddy? Oh, yes. But anyway, so this is the end of Monday, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye.